your fruit so right, sweet treat, roots run deep, high up, but you never look down on me. Look down on me. Look down on me. No, you love me, it's yours. Look down on me. Look down on me. Look down on me. No, you love me, it's yours. Cherry tree. I cherish you, yeah, you're so sweet to me. Oh, yeah, I always find my way back right under you, bringing me back to life with your fruit. Cherry tree, oh, yeah, I always know that I can find you here, yeah. You keep me with a grip from ear to ear, always standing tall. If I could be just like your leaves, sunken streams inside my mind won't go away. If I could be just like your leaves, sunken streams supply your mind beside me more. I'ma keep this feeling close to me, but I think I lost my mind.
It's the New York Mets taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Well, this place is ready. We'll be right back to get this series started in just a minute. Now it's the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. On the corner for a strike, and the series is underway. And that's in for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him looking. 1 up, 1 down.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Next offering is in for a strike.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
In the air, left side, Ramirez on the move. He's got it, and there's 2 down. Here's a Mets lineup now. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for him. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, you know, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in.
Well, he's under it to make the catch in center. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now here is Joe Morgan. Yeah, that's fouled off. You know, you translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. That one is absolutely belted. Going back. And that one hops the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
All over that one right there. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit. Right through there for a strike. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game 1 of the NLCS. Next offering is fouled back. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it! Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that...
To second with the throw and no chance to get back. It's a double play. Nothing on the board for the Dodgers. Game 1 of the National League Championship Series. And now the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
That one deep left field, and forget it. A 2-run homer. It's 2-0.
The cutter up and in can be such a tough pitch for the hitters. You have to keep your hands above the baseball, and that's exactly what he did. He caught it out front and drove it out of here.
On the ground to short. Throws to first in time. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer.
Left fielder.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. There's a strike. Nothing like postseason baseball. There's a buzz in the air. Every pitch seems bigger. It's truly special.
There really is a different feel to the postseason. I only got 5 games of postseason action in my playing career, but I treasured each of them.
Got him swinging.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here at the top of the second. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. Fouls it off, still 1-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Up the middle. Tosses to first. Out number 3. Mets had 2 runs on this blast. It's now a 2-0 ball game.
There's a river in a valley headed towards me. My coolers got my head back and it flowing in.
Game 1 of the NLCS. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Yordan Alvarez. Now he steps out as time is granted. Holmes back to work. That one to first. Alonso takes it himself. That's one out, the bottom of the second.
Batting fifth, shortstop, Adrian.
Here's the veteran
Beltre.
shortstop, Adrian Beltre. And first offering is fouled off. One out, base is empty. Next pitch is outside. Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson, a consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone. But once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
1-2.
The 1-2. The shortstop
2-2.
takes the ball. Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that has a reputation for being Fergalicious.
Yes, and, you know, whatever.
Ball.
Fergalicious.
Count is full.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
One down. And next for L.A., Manny Ramirez. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Next offering is fouled back.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Saved at first, and now we'll check on the right-hander. Hope he's all right. Juan Soto now. Double steal. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. One out. Runners at first and second. Double steal again. Look out!
That hit him.
And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So bases all loaded up. Joe Mauer steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that's outside.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And a swing and a miss.
1-1.
That misses.
2-1.
Ball 2.
Brugge, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
John?
And he asks for time now. Chance to take a breath with the bases loaded. All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Uh-oh. Back-to-back batters hit by a pitch now. So bases loaded with one away. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Golden opportunity right here. Going away.
0-1.
Swing and a miss.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, one out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
2 outs. And that misses off the outside edge. The Dodgers threatening. Base hit, 1 run in already. The throw in. It's offline, and he scores. 3-2, they take the lead.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And now it's going to be Ellie De La Cruz.
That's the ball.
Throw to third. Save. Double steal. Mauer, the runner at third. Morgan at second with 2 gone. And there's a foul ball.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Line drive, that's a base hit. 1 run's in. Now the second run is in, and they're up by 3.
Back-to-back base hits. And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Next to hit, David Ortiz. There goes Ellie. It's a pitch
1-1.
Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. And now the center fielder, Drew Gilbert. And that's off the outside edge. Ball 1.
These fans have to feel good right about now. This series is not going to be easy, but they have the lead at home in game 1. That brings the anxiety down a few notches.
Has room, and he makes the catch. Back to the top of the lineup. So up next for New York, Francisco Lindor. Swings through that one. 0-1. Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland, and a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender. So a man at first. Here's Jesse Winker. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Winker measures 6 feet 2 inches, 205 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Man at first, 1 away. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And that one popped in the air, left field. Ramirez puts it away for the out. Here's Harper now. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. In there at the knees.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. Soto gets under it. Squeezes it. And that's the 3rd out. Mets strand 1. And the deficit remains 5-2. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and at the plate for the Dodgers, David Ortiz. First pitch, not close. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Slings to first, 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Grounded out, his first time up. That one ripped right center field. That's back. Gone. And they add on. It's 6-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Now, Adrian Beltre. Hard hit left side. The throw to first. Play is made, 2 out.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
And up next for Los Angeles, Manny Ramirez. He's 0 for 1. Down the line. Nimmo ranging after it. Makes the catch. And that'll do it. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 6-2. You're watching the National League Championship Series on the show.
I tell you what, I think we all just jumped across that line.
So there it is. The crew chief has made the decision, and they're going to delay the game. The weather just too much to keep playing right now.
Well, hopefully the break isn't too long. I think this could pass through pretty quickly, Boog, but I'm no weatherman. I do know this. These pitchers want to be able to stay in the game, so we'll see.
Swung on, belted. That's back. Say goodbye to that one. He hammers one out to center. And they close the gap. It's 6-3.
That swing just injected more drama into this one.
Vientos batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
On to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That'll fire up the dugout. It's their second home run of the inning, and they cut into the lead. It's 6-4.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way.
Nimmo in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. The Mets trailing by 2 here in Game 1 of the NLCS. The 1-1 is fouled off. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting second base.
2 outs, base is empty. And now here's Jeff McNeil. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Alvarez makes the catch, and that'll do it. But in this inning, the long ball was working. It's a 2-run lead now at 6-4. This is the National League Championship Series on the show. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Fought off foul. And they'll do it again.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
On the ground right side, and that's just foul.
Ball. That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That one almost got him. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That misses the zone. Counts full, 3-2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Boy, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Paul Blackburn.
At this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper. If he were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Nope, that's outside.
That's outside. And that's ball one. Soto aboard here at first with nobody out.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a roll over something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jose Buto up and throwing. Nunez warming up as well. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Soto round second, heads for third. The throw in, not in time. And we've got runners at first and third to open the inning. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and that was not close.
They are being real aggressive to put some runs on the board, get 2 runners now in the scoring position. Excellent job of stealing second base and staying out of a potential double play. Now that can kind of backfire and kill your rally, but it worked out nicely. Now a chance to do some damage.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Gilbert brings it in. Both runners tagging. He'll score on the sac fly. Now a 3-run lead, 7-4.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job of driving that run to third.
For the Dodgers,
Joe Morgan steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Morgan.
And that is out of play. One away with a runner at third. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. It goes down looking.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
De La Cruz now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Missed with a changeup. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Awkward swing there from the big left-handed hitter.
Off balance as well.
1-2 is the count.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Inside.
2-2.
And the count is even, 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So 1 run on 1 hit. No errors. Game 1 of the National League Championship Series. And stepping in for New York, Drew Gilbert. That one fouled off. Ohtani ready to fire now. Just
No,
missed.
that missed. That's the ball.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Strike 3. It's a strikeout for Shohei.
Now batting,
So the
shortstop,
lineup flips over.
Lindor.
Francisco Lindor now at the plate. 1 for 2. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Pitch is in there. Strike 1. And you play behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, it can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
So now here's the Mets DH, Jesse Winker. Just missed.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
In the air, left field, Ramirez on his way over, and that is that. Game 1 of the NLCS, and at the plate for the Dodgers, David Ortiz. Blackburn back to work. Outside corner, there's a strike.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
Next offering is downstairs. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Stepping in the long ball threat, Yordan Alvarez. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Bases empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Popped up. McNeil. Snags it for the second out.
Now batting,
And now the shortstop, Adrian Beltre. He swings and fouls one off. They say he went.
0-2.
2 out, space is empty. Not close
1 ball,
with
2
that
strikes.
one. Now 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Dodgers go down quietly. They hold a 7-4 lead. And welcome back to the
Leading off
ballpark.
for the Mets,
Here is
right
Bryce
fielder,
Harper.
Bryce Harper.
So it's game 1 of the LCS, and they're going to be looking to this guy for more of his success like he had in the division series.
Well, this team's got its sights set on the World Series. If they're going to get there, it's going to be because of his performance.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike 1. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
There's a swing and a miss.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game one. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Ramirez sizes this one up, makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And first offering is fouled off. Alonso, 30 years old now, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. That's in there, and that is strike two. Good job to fight that one off. Caught him looking for the K.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Third baseman, Mark Vientos.
And now it's Mark Vientos. He's already homered here in this one. And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Here in game one of the NLCS. Triple digits on that last pitch. Offense held in check there. 6, 7, 8, 2 in the bottom of the sixth. It's the Dodgers. Here's a big power threat. Manny Ramirez. 0-2 in this one.
Manny Ramirez.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Next offering is in for a strike. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. This to third. In plenty of time to first. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth.
The right fielder.
And now it's Juan Soto. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Struck him out looking.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started.
Now
3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Two down, base is empty. Joe Mauer steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
0-2.
That misses the zone, and the count is 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Francisco Alvarez digs in now. The Mets in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
Next pitch misses outside. Ball 1. Just missed. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Soto makes the grab, 1 away.
Up next for the Mets, left fielder
Next to hit, Brandon Nimmo. And that misses. 1-0.
1-0.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Raging back towards the wall. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Up the middle, Beltre. Slings to first in time.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
It's through for a hit, and the postseason success continues for him.
Now batting, center fielder Drew Gilbert.
And next for the Mets, Drew Gilbert. That's too low, and that's ball 1. And that one clips the corner.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
And a pitch. On its way to the corner. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. 2 outs. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Mets lead 1. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Daniel Nunez.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
And first offering is fouled off. Pulls that one foul. Check swing, and that's a ball.
Whoa, recognize that pitch just in time, able to keep those hands back.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap. It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the late stages of game 1. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Rocking it out towards right center. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So back to the top of the order, and now it's Frankie Lindor. Aroldis Chapman takes over on the mound. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Number 46.
Hit in the air, left field. Ramirez pulls that one down, and there's 1 down.
Up next for the Mets, the designated hitter, Jesse Winker.
And now the Mets DH, Jesse Winker. 3 flyouts already. He's 0 for 3. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Chapman, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally works in a splitter. And a good eye there. The Mets trailing by 3 here in Game 1 of the NLCS.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Another 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away now.
I see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it
brings it in for the 3rd out. So Minter will take over.
Now
bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Yeah, the lefty with the 0-1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Yordan Alvarez.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Yordan Alvarez. First pitch misses. Action in the pen down there. Jose Butto getting loose out there. Young, a left-hander, also throwing. Next pitch is outside.
Ball.
And that's downstairs and outside.
3-0.
That one lifted to left. Nimmo has it sized up. That's out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop,
The batter will be the shortstop, Adrian Beltre.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Finds its way through, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Dodgers,
And now
fielder,
Manny Ramirez. 0 for 3 in this one. Swinging a foul straight back.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Fouled off left side. Beltre off of first with 2 away. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
First baseman.
He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Fastball for a strike. And that's outside. And the count is 1-1. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Hit hard, base hit. And a good start to the inning. Around first, heading for 2. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. Really important at bat coming up now.
So up next for New York, Mark Vientos. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. And a strike in there. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Ramirez hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And it's fouled away. Fights it off. He'll see another. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. But when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Foul ball there. One strike away from securing game one. Ground ball to the right side and foul ball. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, he held him down for 2 solid innings, recording 6 outs in this game. Really nice job of executing his pitches. Really just playing catch with the catcher, blowing whatever was put down, and letting the defense do some work behind him.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Schaumburg. Thanks for joining us.